What's up, everybody? Today I'm coming at y'all with the message I've titled All Consuming Thoughts, right? And this week, man, it's been a really rough week. And my thoughts have been just all consumed, and I'm not particularly used to that anymore. That doesn't really happen to me a lot anymore, but it's been happening. And I had a couple dreams about my old life and stuff, and I've been missing weird things. I'm not gonna lie. I've been missing car chases. I've been missing getting robbed. I know that's weird, and then I've had some other personal stuff going on that I'm not gonna mention. But I my thoughts have been entirely consumed to the point where I haven't even wanted to get into the Word. I haven't wanted to worship. I haven't wanted to listen to worship music. And every time that I would break through this week, I still force myself to at least get a chapter in a day, at least sit down and pray once a day. And every time I've done that, I've received such breakthrough, and so I just want to encourage somebody out there. Like sometimes we have these all-consuming thoughts, and today in church, it was a really good message. I probably can't reiterate it properly, but, I just, one of my things I've thought about is while I'm going through these all-consuming thoughts, like, okay, I've had a couple days vacation. Well, in a couple days, I got to go back to work. Like, am I still going to treat people how Jesus would treat them? These are the times where when Satan's lying to you, saying that you miss your old life and stuff like that, like when you're being tested by the world, and when you're being tested in ways where you don't know how to feel inside, are you still, when you get encountered by another individual, are you still gonna love them? Are you still gonna treat the stranger like Christ would? I mean, Christ had a lot on his plate, and like, you know, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I just think about all the struggles and troubles that Christ faced. He didn't get short with people. He didn't treat them aggressively. He didn't treat them rudely. And it is such human nature, like, here I am having daydreams about being short with employees, coworkers, friends, family, and I just rebuke myself, because that's not ever how God, or I mean Christ Jesus, he never did that, and he was on his way to face battles that are way bigger than anything I or you will ever face. He never got short with people, and so this is kind of a 2, 3, 4 part message. It's probably going to be kind of all over the place, but this week, obviously, just by the examples that I've been willing to share, like I'm positive that y'all understand that Satan's been lying to me. All right, this is not common feelings. This is not, obviously, it's not the truth. Who desires to be robbed? Anyways, but when Satan's lying to you, that's when you've got to press in, right? And in my 4 years of what I call true Christianity, I was raised a Christian, but like actually actively pursuing it, like I've learned that through these seasons, there's something on the other side, right? And God allows us to go through things like this because it makes us stronger if we allow it to. And so even in hard times like this, I thank the Lord for them. I really do, because all it's going to do is help me become a stronger person. And God's got a revelation in this, and he wants to see where we're at. Am I going to push away, or am I going to pull closer? And this week's been a bit of both. I just want to be completely open with y'all. I have forced myself into God's presence a couple times when I didn't want to this week, but there's been other times where, like I've pushed away, I've resorted to worldly comfort in a way or two, not anything crazy, but I'm just saying it has happened. But this is a test from the Lord, just to see, what am I willing to push in, and so I just want to encourage somebody. We all go through seasons where we have all consuming thoughts. We all go through times where it's just like our mind can go nowhere else but what is troubling us. And these are the times where we got to get closest to the Lord, where we cannot let the devil have this foothold. If I choose to resist God, if I choose to not even give him that 30 minutes, that 20 minutes, that 10 minutes a day, the devil could gain such a foothold inside of you, and all of a sudden, within a week to 2 week to a month's time, you won't even recognize the person you are anymore, and the devil will have that stronghold on you. And not to say you can't go back, or that you can't, but like, why even give the devil a vacation inside of you like that? Why even give him that time to where you have to, it's almost like a relapse when we choose to get in relationship with the devil like that, when we choose to let him have that. It's almost, because if I were to relapse today, I'm not saying I could never get sober again. I'm not saying that God's grace wouldn't come and be with me again, but you do have to rework out where you went wrong. You have to all of a sudden start over, and you're back at day one. And so that's the same thing when we allow the devil to have the foothold. And this message is really, I feel like I'm more, even though I'm giving advice on how to overcome it, I still feel like this message is entirely for me, and for the the people that watch it. I just hope this speaks to some. We all go through things, and like a lot of times the things that all consume my thoughts end up, God's just so good, and so anyways, I just want to encourage somebody, man. We have all consuming thoughts, and things that are going to just take our focus away from it, and we are in control, and we have got to be the ones that choose to shift our focus back to Christ. We have got to be the ones to choose to show Christ and show the love of Christ to others, even when we don't feel it inside of us. I love y'all so much. If y'all need me, please feel free to reach out. Peace.